Ilana, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on a second season of Diary of a Future President.
Thank you.
So it's an amazing show. I went in it watching it thinking that it was really going to be focused for young adults and to inspire them to do better, to aspire to, I mean, heck, become president. I
Yeah.
didn't expect to get such a life lesson as a parent myself.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you. Yeah.
And I loved it. Can you tell me how you develop such a well balanced show?
That means a lot. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I always, was excited that diary would be something that kids and young adults could enjoy, but I never imagined it as a kid show. I always imagined it as something that like I wrote it for me, for my friends, for my family, for, the parents of the kids watching. I wrote it as truly something for everybody. And it's, it's a bunch of grown-ups writing it.
Mhm.
Like we hoped it would land with the kids because we're not kids. But the thing that everyone kind of has in common is we either are young or we're young. And, we were able to kind of tap into those stories and the universality of kind of the messiness of growing up, which kids can relate to, but also I think adults can look and be like, oh, I remember that. And now I'm looking at that with this kind of dramatic irony of what I'm thinking now. And then also giving the adult storylines weight and giving them meet and casting. Selenis and Michael are so incredible, and their stories, every time we break a story and come up with something in the writers room, they have as much importance and weight as the kids stories. It is a show for the whole family.
Absolutely. I relate so much with Gabby being that things didn't work out with my partner in the past, and I do have a little girl who is will be going into middle school next year, and the relationship I ended at that point where Gabby and Sam are. And so here I am watching the show kind of with a notepad, like, where do I not, because I can relate to those feelings. And then vice versa, I can see what the kids are going through, when they're told certain things
Right.
or even, so I kudos to that.
Thank you.
So my next question though, I know that the show's inspired by some of your own stories from your past. How has reliving that through this show inspired you or helped you out in your career now?
That's a really good question. It's helped hugely. So in season two, Elena sort of learns what being a leader means. And it was sort of happening right alongside me being a showrunner for the first time. So it was really this mirroring journey. And in season two, Elena talks to her future self. And I felt like I was connecting with my past self and trying to sort of connect to that unapologetic, confident, young girl who believed she could do it all. And I was like, give me strength, young Ilana. I'm going into this. And what Elena learns in season two, that being a leader has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the people you represent, the collaborators around you. That is what making television is. I am nothing without my writers, directors, cast, crew. Everyone is so amazing. Everybody brings something so unique and valuable to the table, and in lifting everybody else's voices up as Elena does. I was able to make, I think a really special season of television. We were able to make a really special season. So yeah, as Elena learned to be a leader, so did I.
Yeah, and I think that what I took away also is that we are our own biggest critics. Am I not wrong?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Absolutely.
I've loved that parallel of her having to talk to herself and being reminded almost every time. Well, I am you,
Right.
so
And it's like, why are you so annoying? And it's like, because I'm you. And we're annoying.
yeah, I like that a lot. Um, I have a question. How important? It's something from our season one that I really liked, and I hope that we see a little bit more of it. Or actually, what I'm hoping people pick up on this: how important is that some of our leaders give time to our kids to inspire them to be great?
I mean, it's huge. The future is the kids, right? I mean, especially now, kids are smarter and more driven and cooler than I'll ever be. And the future is in their hands. And when we're writing, when we're crafting these stories, you always have responsibility to tell, honest, truthful, authentic stories. But I know that the writers, we also feel this weight to tell stories that if kids are watching you know, you remember the shows you watched when you were growing up, like they're formative and they're meaningful. And so when we're writing these stories, we're like, we kind of feel like we're talking to our younger selves and we're saying, like, here's the things I wish I had. So we're arming the next generation with the knowledge we wish we had.
Absolutely. Lana, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the show, and I really am looking forward to whatever you do next.
Thank you so much. Good luck with middle school and your daughter.
Thank you.